This special Today's Homeowner podcast is brought to you by Cabinets to Go, where you can wow for less. Find your next wow at cabinetstogo.com. Hey, welcome to this special Today's Homeowner podcast, where we're going to be talking about cabinets, and with me is Tim Castille, who's a top design consultant and also the store manager of one of the Cabinets to Go showrooms in Indianapolis. Tim, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Well, I'll tell you what, one of the things that is exciting, of course, I've had a great experience with going into one of the showrooms, and it's pretty cool that you can choose so many things about, the cabinets and all of the things that you need for the kitchen. But tell us a little bit about Cabinets to Go and a little bit about your history.
Since about 2008, Cabinets to Go has been offering quality products and service to all of our customers. Starting with just a single store in Miami, Florida, we now have grown to have an 8,000 square foot distribution center in the heart of Tennessee, and we have over 75 stores nationwide.
Well, that's great, and I love the concept to be able to go online and do a little browsing, and really you can do the whole transaction online, or it can inspire you a little bit to go into one of the Cabinets to Go showroom. Now, you do a lot of design and a lot of consulting on different kitchens and baths. So what's one of your kind of favorite parts of the whole job?
I think my favorite part would be that when I get to work with a customer and to help them to understand the ins and outs of kitchen remodeling and to rebuke their thoughts this is going to be a 6-month to 12-month project, when they realize how simple a remodel is, and they realize that it can be done fairly quickly, and it can even be done by a first-timer as opposed to a contractor.
Yeah, I like that as well, and I like that Cabinets to Go will state that hey, if you're going to not get your hands dirty and have a contractor take care of it, we can take care of that. If you want to do it all yourself, we can take care of that. I think that's pretty good. But I'll tell you, a design consultant in the kitchen and bath field, you can get a lot of jobs just about anywhere. What really attracted you to Cabinets to Go in the first place?
I really like the fact that Cabinets to Go is a very relaxed atmosphere. We are there for one purpose and one purpose only, and that is to assist the customer in getting the kitchen of their dreams. I know that when sometimes they go to a big box store, they feel lost, they feel intimidated, they have to find somebody to help them. When they walk into a Cabinets to Go store, they're greeted immediately, and we take care of everything that they need. And they're usually amazed at the amount of time that it goes so quickly, that it doesn't take hours with multiple visits, that we can have the whole design done, quote done, and have them ready to go in an hour and a half.
Yeah, I think it's an amazing process, and also being able to visually support it so well with the CAD programs you guys have, because so many people have a hard time. Maybe they saw something in a magazine, online, something, and they have an idea for a kitchen, but it is kind of hard for a lot of people to really understand exactly how that works. Now, if you're a homeowner and a homeowner's listening right now and they're really thinking about a kitchen and so forth, what are the first steps? How do you get started? What do you recommend that a homeowner bring into a Cabinets to Go showroom, and how do you get the whole process started?
The first step the homeowner needs to do is get measurements of their kitchen. Now, they need to decide if they're going to do it themselves, if they want, they have a contractor already who's going to do it, or if they're going to use one of our contractors. The key is whoever's doing the installation needs to be the one that does the measure, so that we know what they're looking at when they're measuring something. After they get the measures done, they just need to make a contact with us, come into the store. I would highly recommend they take a couple snapshots of the existing kitchen, because we can use that to answer any questions about sink placement, appliance placements, and things like that. Doing the measurements, we would need to know the no cabinet areas as well. There's a doorway here, there's a window here, there's a window here that's too short off the floor for cabinets to go under, things of that nature. And then once they come in and do the layout, then we can answer all those questions, get everything laid out. Now, if they use Cabinets to Go installers, part of that process is that installer is going to come out and verify all those measures before anything is ordered, and they're going to sign off on that drawing and that design and say this is going to fit, and then they're responsible for everything from that point forward, and the customer really doesn't have to worry about, is this cabinet going to fit? Is it going to look like it does in the picture? Anything like that. because the installer signed off and said that it's going to work out just like they planned.
Now, if you're looking to bring home a whole lot of wow for a whole lot less, hurry into a Cabinets to Go showroom near you today and enjoy some special financing and incredible deals on high-quality cabinets at absurdly low prices, all backed by Cabinets to Go comprehensive guarantee. Now, of course, a kitchen remodeling project can be a big success, even if you don't have a Cabinets to Go showroom nearby. I mean, I love the virtual showroom and all of the assistance that comes along with this. If someone is, say, in a remote area or an area that's the Cabinets to Go, what do you recommend from that standpoint in trying to get that dream kitchen taken care of over the internet?
We can absolutely work with them as well. All they have to do is email those measurements to us. We will turn around and do the design, send them an email back that's got the layout, 3D images, the quote and everything. They can email us back and make changes, make adjustments. And then once they're ready to order, they can even order over the phone and just make one trip to come pick them up, or we can work with them to get it shipped to them.
Oh, that's great. That is great because, so many people, again, not wanting to get out as much as they used to, and certainly being able to visualize everything that you might have that you want to have in your kitchen. And so I can see that be very, very important. And of course, I mentioned earlier, one of the things that I thought is so good is your willingness to really work with the professional or the do-it-yourselfer, because, man, so many people are doing things by themselves now. And, of course, when they come in, you're going to want to make sure that they have those measurements, as you mentioned. But I guess it's also good if they give you an idea, if they can make the selections ahead of time on the appliance sizes, and maybe, start thinking about some of the selections they're going to have to make, stained or painted, light or dark, countertops, things like that. A little bit of homework ahead of time probably makes the whole process go a little easier, right?
It sure does. But again, as well as when we're doing the design, a simple click in the program and we can change colors to show them if they're not decided. A lot of times it's hard for people to envision their kitchen based off of a picture of a kitchen with a different color in the catalog or on the website. Whereas once we get into the design program and we can show them their dimensions, their kitchen, exactly with the color and the cabinet that they chose, they get a better representation with that visual, and it makes them feel more at ease and comfortable with when they're making those decisions.
Tim, I tell you, a few years ago, I remember seeing cabinets where, you might have a stained cabinet, and then all of a sudden the island cabinet is painted. I thought, well, no way could that look good, but boy, I'm seeing that trend over and over, and certainly the visualization that you're able to provide with the computer programs and so forth makes people feel a lot more at ease there. But I've remodeled hundreds and hundreds of kitchens, and I can't tell you how many times I've told people, hey, this isn't a magical process. We can't, click our heels together and have cabinets here tomorrow. So what do you tell people when they ask you that about time frame? Because that really is an important part of it, because if they're, if they have a gathering or holidays coming up, they really need to have a realistic picture as to that time frame. What do you recommend on that? What do you tell them?
Well, we typically tell the customer that if the cabinet's in stock in our warehouse, we can have it to the showroom ready for pickup within 7 to 10 days.
Wow.
They can pick it up. They can start their assembly process. Their longest period of time they're going to wait is for countertops, because every kitchen needs a new countertop. And when they pick stone or quartz, they have to be fabricated. And the fabrication process of that really hasn't changed much over the years. It's still going to take 10 business days, so 2 weeks. So that's what their biggest hurdle is going to be, is waiting the 2 weeks for countertops to be in, because we can have the cabinets there within a week. And then usually if they've already gutted the kitchen, will take 3 to 4 days to put cabinets in, and then you're waiting on the countertops to come back in. So time frame from start to finish, we can sometimes get it done in 21 to 30 days, but a more realistic is typically about 30 to 45 days max, with countertop, everything done and everything put in place already.
Wow, that's pretty impressive because in some areas of the country that have been using, custom cabinet companies, small cabinet companies, and things like that, sometimes that can be as much as 3 months, and then you have to get the countertops, and you have to go to someone else to get the countertops. So that's one of the things I tell you, the one-stop shop aspect of cabinets to go. I've been in the remodeling business for over 40 years, and boy, is that frustrating for homeowners to run all over town to the flooring person, and then they're running over with a little tiny chip of flooring to match with the countertop, and on and on and on. I'm sure people are always amazed when they come into your showroom that they actually can choose the flooring, the hardware, all of that in one place. I'm sure that's a big plus.
Yeah, it is a big plus to be able to do the one-stop shop, and we have such great prices, and we can bundle things together. But they can walk in, we can do it all from start to finish, to include installation of the flooring, of the cabinets, of the countertops, and everything. Or we can install bits and pieces. If they want us to do the cabinets, but they want to do the flooring themselves because they've got the experience, then they can do it that way. The only thing that does come installed only is the countertops. And again, that's because that skill set is a specific one. And most homeowners don't have the skill set to be able to cut and hone and fabricate stone.
Yeah. I'll tell you another thing I bet you're surprised at, and probably you have a little fun sharing with people all of the different accessories that are available in cabinets, because, so often you'll look at kitchens of years past, and they're only using maybe 25 or 30% of it because there's no rollout trays, there's no spice racks, there's no cutlery drawers, and they just have things dumped in these cabinets. So I'll bet you have a lot of fun recommending different accessories that can make the kitchen a lot more efficient.
Absolutely. I can talk with customers about Lazy Susans, and they remember the old style, what we used to call the finger pincher, because every kid under 5 has got their finger stuck in it, and ours are not like that. They make them so they're more user-friendly. Even I'll use my personal experience. I've done my kitchen, and of course my house has cabinets to go flooring, cabinets, and countertops in them. And I'll use the example that my mother has overtaken my 2-drawer 36 for her Tupperware in the top drawer, and I explain to them how great it works, and you don't have to, bend down and dig through to try to find the lids or anything else. And so I share with all that, but most clients come in and they're not aware of all of the new things. They know they've heard dovetail drawer, they know they've heard soft close, but they really don't know like a spice rack or a cookie sheet cutting board cabinet or a trash can insert. And then we can show them all these things, and they go away with a deeper appreciation for their kitchen that's now more functional.
Well, I'll tell you one thing I love. The soft close hinges are one of the greatest inventions to mankind because, I have three kids and they're all grown now. But to have those kids and wife as well slamming those doors just resonates throughout the entire house. So you really get spoiled now by having those soft close. Because if you get somewhere that don't have it and you're going, what's wrong with the hinges here? But that's another simple thing that's included in Cabinets to Go cabinetry that a lot of people are still very amazed at.
Everything from the soft close glides and the dovetail drawer, the full wood drawer box, so you don't have to worry about it sagging in the middle. The drawers are all rated for 100 pounds each. It's a good quality cabinet, and like I said before, I stand behind it, and I know that Cabinet to Go will stand behind the quality of the cabinet.
Well, I tell you what, I saw a cross-section that was sent to me recently on just a couple different colors from Cabinets to Go. And boy, isn't that's a great way when you're seeing that profile and you see how it's built, you see the perimeter wood that it's used and how dense it is and so forth. You really get an idea, almost like the anatomy of the cabinet and showing how good it is. And that's pretty important when you're investing in a kitchen or bathroom. Now, a lot of people are online and embrace a lot of things online, but you guys still offer a free catalog to potential customers.
Correct. All they have to do is go to our website and they can request a catalog. They'll get an email that has a digital catalog within 2 to 3 days of that request, and then shortly thereafter, they'll get a full catalog in the mail from our corporate office.
Oh, that's great, because still It's just like those that like to grab that newspaper and read it. Some people really want to have something in their hand like that. But again, tell us about on the design service that's available online. We touched on it a little bit earlier, but now we've got a lot of people that are listening to the podcast now are interested in the first steps and so forth. So on the design, if they're not near a showroom and they're going to work with Cabinets to Go online, take us through that a little bit.
So they can go on the website and they can request information and tell us their timeline. They're looking for kitchen, bath, and install and all that to ask them the series of questions. And what that does is it'll prompt an email that's going to come directly to the store the very next day, and somebody from the store will reach out to them via email. Or they can contact the store, and the store will set up an email with them back and forth, and they send us the measurements. We'll send them back the design. Again, with that design is going to be a 3D color photo so they can get that visual. They'll be able to look at it, look over it. Our design teams are very well trained, so they know to make sure that there's enough top drawers for utensils and then make suggestions. And for example, in this cabinet, you can either do a 3-drawer or a 2-drawer cabinet, or we can do rollout trays in this cabinet if you wish, or we can do a spice rack in this cabinet. And they can make all them same recommendations they would do face-to-face via email with the customer, show them all the different layouts, show them the different costs, and then the customer can make a decision from there.
Oh, that's great. That certainly can't be much easier than that. So if you're looking to bring home a whole lot of wow for a whole lot less, hurry into a Cabinets to Go showroom near you today and enjoy some special financing and incredible deals on high-quality cabinets at absurdly low prices, all backed by Cabinets to Go comprehensive guarantee. Tim, it's been great to talk with you, and certainly you've got some great answers there in being able to guide people through the kitchen of their dreams and be able to roll on through there. And again, I want to remind everybody it's cabinetstogo.com. You need to go there and look at it. And I'll tell you another thing that I think is really cool is how you have the gallery of photos on there. Great way to kind of identify the type of cabinets that you want in your house, and these are actual photos of Cabinets to Go projects and everything. I think that's a great part of the website.
Yep, it's on there. I've actually got a couple of the ones I designed are on there too.
Oh, well, great. Well, Tim Castille, thank you so much for being with us with Cabinets to Go, and hope you have a great week and hope to talk to you again. And want to encourage you, if you have any questions or comments about this podcast, we would encourage you to send them to us right now at todayshomeowner.com/podcast. Thanks for joining us on this special Today's Homeowner podcast.